गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजम् ब्रह्मणाम् ब्रह्मणस्पतानः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परम् ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षम् ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षम् ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतम् वदिष्यामि सत्यम् वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Dear friends, we are reading the Bhashyam under the 10th Anuvaka of Bhruguvalli. That is, we have almost come to the end of the Taittiriya Upanishad. Bhruguvalli, that is the final portion of Taittiriya Upanishad. We are reading the final Anuvaka, the Bhashyam under the final Anuvaka. Shankaracharya is trying to recapitulate and summarize what was told earlier, and then he has referred to this Anupravesha Shruti. For this for the Bhashyam under this line, Sayaschayam Purushe Yaschasa Vaditye Sayekaha. That is, Yaha Ayam Asmin Purushe Vartate, Yaha Asau Asmin Aditye Vartate Sayekaha. Thus, that one which is in this Purusha, that is in this Jiva, and that one which is in this Aditya, that one means this Shuddha Chaitanyamsha, this principle of consciousness, this thing called awareness or consciousness or Chit, whatever it is. So this Chit or intelligence which is in this Purusha is the same as the intelligence or consciousness which is in Aditya. So that is the thing. So that is how, and the question was whether this Anupravesha is real or is it told in a rather figurative way. And for this Tattvamasi also, the Purvapakshi was saying Tattvamasi is only by way of say commendation. Okay, sometimes you also think I am Brahma. In fact, you are not Brahma, whereas you think that you are Brahma, so that will give you some good feel good factor, and that will give you some good feeling. So that is what Tattvamasi iti. So Vishesha Shrutehe. So that's what he was saying. Tadapohartha sampaditi chet. Bhavantarapannasyeva tadapohartha sampad. It is only a sampadupasana. You keep thinking that okay, I am Brahma, etc. You keep thinking that will do good for you, and it will also elevate you. It will also give you, it will also instill some sort of good, characteristics in you. You will also become some Shanta, Danta, Uparata, Titikshu, etc., etc. So that is what the Purvapakshi was saying. But then Shankaracharya has refuted all those arguments. He said, no, it is in the real sense and not in the, figurative sense. Why? That is because he has brought one very great argument. Upalabdhuhu, what is that line? Upalabdhuhu anupalabhyatvat. The seer cannot be seen. The drashta cannot be the druk, and whatever you see is something which is drishyam. And what all experience you say, what all your experience, the worldly experience, your sukha, dukkha, everything is something which is objectified. And whatever is objectified is not you. So your nature is totally different. You are of the nature of pure consciousness. Whatever experience you are having is something which is different from you. So this is a great argument with which he has refuted all those people. He ultimately said even Kanada and all these people, their argument is not solidly based. It is not solidly founded. Mula bhave, Veda virodhecha. Mula bhave, their foundation is very weak. And also they are going against the argument of the Shruti, against what Shruti says. So that is why taking support of Shruti and also Upapatti, that is logic. Shruti Upapatti Bhyancha Siddham, by virtue of, on the strength of Shruti and on the strength of this logic, I am establishing that this Tattvamasi is something which is the real, in the real sense and not in a figurative sense. So that is what he said. So now we have to read the next mantra. In the same Anuvaka, Saya Evam, from there we have to read. Let us read. स य एवं वित् अस्माल्लोकात् प्रेत्य एतमानन्दमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रम्य एतं प्राणमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रम्य एतं मनोमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रम्य. You got it? You got the sentence. एतं विज्ञानमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रम्य एतमानन्दमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रम्य इमान् लोकान् कामान्नि कामरूप्यनुसञ्चरन्. एतत्सामगायन्नास्ते गायन्नास्ते हावुहावुहावु. Here one mantra is over. Another mantra also will read it so that we can continuously read the Bhashyam. Ahamannam ahamannam ahamannado hamannado hamannadah ahaggushlokakrut krudahagum shlokakruth. Ahaggu is good enough because aham instead of aham. This is Taittiriya. Krishna Yajurveda tradition is to say ahag. So that is why the other people they ridicule us. Instead of saying aham shlokakrut, aham shlokakrut, aham shlokakrut, we say ahaggu shlokakrut, ahaggu shlokakrut, ahaggu shlokakrut. Ahamasmi pratamajarutasya
अहमस्मि प्रथमजारुतास्य
पूर्वं देवेभ्यो अमृतस्य नाभायि यो मा ददाति स देवमावाह अहमन्नमदन्तमाद्मि अहं विश्वं भुवनमभ्यभवाम् अभ्यभवाम् सुवर्णज्योतिः य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषत्. इति कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय तैत्तिरीयोपनिषदि तृतीयायां भृगुवल्यां दशमोऽनुवाकः. So now we have completed the दशमोऽनुवाक reading. Let us read the Bhashyam. In fact, that is not mantra in that book. That is something extra is mentioned there. Some notes type of thing. Upanishad, Ityupanishad, there ends the Upanishad. So this broad meaning of this mantra is Sa ya evam, with the one who knows like this, in this manner. That is, now we are talking about the Jnani. We are not talking about sadhaka, that earlier seeker, upasaka. That upasaka has now graduated to the level of a Jnani. We are now talking about a Jnani, how he perceives things. Then asmal lokat pretya. The first elevation is from this loka, asmat lokat pretya. Earlier identification, the initial identification is with all the external world and all the external possessions. So we have come out of that and then we have started identifying with the body. Annamayam atmanam upasankramya. That is first asmal lokat pretya. And thereafter etam annamayam atmanam upasankramya. So in this atma bhavam, the atma bhavam is there. In the first is Atma Bhavam in this Annamaya Kosha. And then Yetam Pranamayam Atmanam Upasankramya. Having left this Atma Bhava in Annamaya Kosha, he has passed into the Pranamaya Atma, and then he has transcended that also. Pranamayam Atmanam Upasankramya. Having transcended that also. Sankramanam, you know that word krama. Then that is, Sankramana is not a real movement like that, what is that? That's a small, what is that? Not a leech. Leech is not the correct word. The egg and then before the butterfly, that is Okay, from one leaf to another, that moves, isn't it? It is not like that. It is awareness. Your identification with the lower self is discarded, and then you are identifying with a higher self. And that again, after contemplation, you leave that also and move on to a higher identification. You discard that also and move on to a higher level of identification. So that is it. Etam manomayam atmanam upasankramya, having transcended that manomaya also. Etam vijnanamayam atmanam upasankramya, having left that also. Etam anandamayam atmanam upasankramya, having led that, gone beyond that too. Then iman lokan kamanni kamarupyanu sancharan. Iman lokan, all these worlds. So these words, of course, you can give two types of meanings. Shankaracharya gives one meaning. In fact, I have brought the Bhashyam of Vidyaranya Bhashyam, Sayana Bhashyam also, where he gives a slightly different meaning also. But of course, it is in accordance with the Advaita doctrine only, not outside the doctrine. So, Iman Lokan, all these worlds, Kamanni means whatever he desires. Kamam annam yasya saha, Kamanni, annam asya astiti anni. Annam asya asti iti anni, balam asya asti iti bali, dhanam asya asti iti dhani, like that. So, kamanni, whatever he desires, whatever objects of pleasure he desires, he gets it. And then kamarupi anusancharan, that is, in whatever manner he wants, he keeps moving. And then, etat sama gayan naste, this sama gana he does. Gayan naste means, he keeps doing this sama gana. What? Ha, woo, woo. This is Plutam, it is called. Three matras. Ha, woo. Not two matras, but three matras. That is aho, ascharyam. This is something expressive of surprise. What is this wonder? What is this surprise about? That surprise is about the fact that though this Atma is something which is Niranjanam, Atma is something which is asamsari, Atma is something which is untouched by any of these things, still it is appearing as Annam and Annada. So that is the Ascharyam. Atma is something which is untouched by anything, asamsari, but still it is seen as Annam Annada. So that is the Ascharyam. That is the point of wonder. Ahamannam. Then Ahamannado. I am this eater, I am the eater, and I am the eater. Then Ahag Shlokakrut. For this Shlokakrut word, Shankaracharya says, Shloka means this union between this Annam and Annada. Anna and Annada, the union. The person who unites this Annam and Annada is the Shlokakrut. Shloka is that union. Shlokakrut is that the person who effects that union. That is Chetana Rupa. You see, the body consists of so many parts. It is called a Sanghata, Karyakarana Sanghata. And this Karyakarana Sanghata exists for something which is a Chetana one, something which is intelligent. This Karyakarana Sanghata itself is not having intelligence. This Karyakarana Sanghata, like a motor car, it functions for, it is there for somebody else, for somebody is another intelligent being to operate. So that is what he says. Shlokakrut is that intelligent being who brings into effect this union between this Anna and Annada. Of course, we will read the Bhashyam. Ahag Shlokakrut. Then Ahamasmi Prathamaja Rutasya. Rutasya is Rutasya of this manifest world. Aham Prathamajaha. Who is this Prathamaja of this whole manifest world? Hiranyagarbha. I am that Hiranyagarbha. He has reached that particular level. So then, Purvam Devebhyo Amrutasya Nabhai. That is, I am like the axle of that wheel. Nabhi. Nabhi means, we have come across this word even in Kathopanishad. Araiva Rathanabhav. You take the Ratha wheel, chariot wheel. Wheel, there are spokes, and then in the middle there is that axle. In that axle, all the spokes are there, isn't it? And the axis, or you can say axis of the wheel, you can say. Axle, of course, is that rod. Axle of that wheel, axis of that wheel, where all the spokes are also there. So they are connected. So everything in the universe is connected to that Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha is the base. Hiranyagarbha is the support from which everything emanates. So that is, in that sense, he is the Nabhi. Aham Purvam Devebhyaha Amrutasya nabhai, I am the nabhi, I am the support for all that thing. Then yoma dadati, saideva mavaha, the person who gives me. Me, of course, in two senses it has been interpreted. Me means annam, in one sense, or me means this Brahma Vidya. This Brahma Vidya, dadati, saideva mavaha, he is protecting me. Whoever teaches, he is protecting me. Whoever gives annam, he is protecting. Whoever gives annam and also says that yes, all this thing is annarupa, ahamannam, ahamannam, ahamannam. In that manner he explains this and then tells the other person, he is saving me, means he is protecting this tradition. So that meaning also is given here in both these commentaries. Then ahamannam, ahamannam adantamadmi. So a fellow who does not give to others, I will finish him. A fellow who does not give annam to others, I am going to eat him up. So that is again a threat. So aham vishwam bhuvanam abhyabhavam. I am one who I have somebody who has gone beyond abhyabhavam. I am above this universe. Abhibhavati. Abhibhavati, you know. Bhavati, but he exists. Abhibhavati means exists beyond, goes beyond. I am beyond this, I transcend this universe. Suvaha na jyotihi. Naha. Naha means not made of naha. Not naha. Na is avyaya here. Na means iva. Suvaha iva jyotihi. Mama jyotihi. My prakasha is something like that of heaven. I shine like heaven. Then ya evam veda, the one who knows like this. Iti Upanishad. This is the end of end of the Upanishad. So this is the Upanishad broadly, and let us read the Bhashyam. We have to read from this for this evam vitu asmal lokat pretya. Okay. Annamayadi kramena Anandamayam upasankramya etat samagayan naste. So for all this Shankaracharya has not again explained, because he has already explained it earlier. Annamayam atmanam upasankramya, all those things he has explained. Annamayadi kramena. Kramena means in that particular order. Annamaya, pranamaya, manomaya, in that particular order. Anandamayam atmanam upasankramya, having attained and having gone beyond it. Upasankramya. Etat samagayan naste. Who? This particular jnani, this realized person, Samagayan naste, he sings this Sama. Sama, of course, he is going to explain. Sama, you can take it as Samaveda or Samaganam or Samatvat Sama. He is going to say that is that Brahman which is equally manifest in everybody. Sama means equal, isn't it? Sama is also another name for Brahma. For example, Nirdosham hi Samam Brahma, Gita says. Then again, Panditas Samadarshinaha. So Sama is that Brahma which is equally manifesting in every being. So that is that. Samagayan naste. He is singing about that great manifestation, that thing which is equally manifest in the whole universe. Then Satyam Jnanam ityasya ruchaha.
Satyam Jnanam ityasya ruchaha.
Artho Vyakhyato Vistarena.
Artho Vyakhyato Vistarena.
Tad Vivarana Bhutaya Anandavalya. Soshnute sarvan kaman saha brahmana vipaschiteti. Tasya phalavachanasya arthavistaro noktaha. Okay. So, Satyam Jnanam Anantam ityasya ruchaha. Of this Ruk, we know that this Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma is that Ruk mantra, and whatever follows is the Brahmana portion. Brahmana portion means this explanation on the Ruk mantra is called Brahmanam. Ruk mantra is there. Explanation on the Ruk mantra is called what is called Brahmanam. So for that Satyam Jnanam Anantam, of that Ruk, Arthaha Vyakhyataha, that particular mantra has been commented upon. Vistarena. Vistarena means in detail, not by Shankaracharya, but by the text itself. Tad Vivarana Bhutaya Anandavalya. That Anandavalli, the whole Anandavalli is that Vivarana Bhuta. It is by way of explanation of that Satyam Jnanam Anantam. You see, Satyam Jnanam Anantam is the Ruk mantra. How is this Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma? So he has the Brahmana portion of the same Upanishad. It is telling about the type of upasanas, the way there's the way how you have to look at this kosha panchaka, how you have to transcend this kosha panchaka, and then this annam and annada, this particular say methodology also. Kosha is one methodology, annada is another methodology, in which the upasaka has been told to do upasana, and then slowly his awareness grows. His awareness, say from a lower self, he discards the lower self and reaches a higher self. So that is what it is. Tad vivarana bhutaya anandavalya soshnute sarvan kaman saha brahmana vipasyiteti. So that soshnute, saha he attains, saha ashnute sarvan kaman, all the desires, brahmana saha, along with the Brahman, or say as equal to Brahman. Vipasyita, Brahmana Vipasyita. Vipasyit is that all-knowing Brahman. Vipasyit, that all-knowing Brahman. Yeah. So along with that, he attains. So that is what he says. Then, tasya phalavachanasya artha vistaro noktaha. Of that phalavachanam. So this phalavachanam is phalashruti. Phalashruti is the telling about the result, telling about the fruit of that particular knowledge. What is that? So ashnute sarvan kaman saha. He simply said sarvan kaman ashnute. Okay, he will attain all the kaman. But that was not explained earlier. Now the text is explaining. So that is the point. You see, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma has been explained in great detail. But then this phalavachanam, he is going to attain what all he wants. So that has not been explained earlier. Now that is being explained. Vistaro noktaha. Kete kim vishaya va sarve kamaha katham va brahmana saha samashnute ityetad vaktavyamiti idam idanim arabhyate. So kete vishaya, kete, what are those kamas? Te means te kamaha. What are all those objects of pleasure which he is going to attain? Kim Vishaya va sarve kamaha. About what? What type of desires are they? Kim Vishaya. What are they about? Then Katham va Brahmana saha samashnute. In what manner does he enjoy all of them along with the Brahma? So that is it. Ityetad vaktavyam. This has to be told. Iti. So with that in view, idam idanim arabhyate. This particular portion is now commencing in order to explain it. What is it? Tatra pita putrakhyaikayam purva vidya sheshabhutayam tapo brahma vidya sadhana muktam pranadehe akashantasya cha karyasya annadatvena viniyogasyoktah Brahma Vishayopasanani cha. Okay, Shankaracharya is actually summarizing. He is recalling what all has been told. What is that? Tatra Pita Putra Khyayikayam. In that episode relating to that father and son. What is that episode? Bhrugurvai Varunihi, Varunam Pitaram Upasasara Bhrugu and Varuni. Bhrugu is the son and Varuna is the father. So that Pita Putra Akhyayika. Akhyayika, you know. Akhyayika is a small episode which comes in several Upanishads. All these Akhyayikas are there. Akhyayikayam. And what is the nature of that Akhyayika? Purva Vidya Sheshabhutayam. It is a sort of supplement. It is a part and parcel of the Purva Vidya. What is that Purva Vidya? Purva Vidya is that Brahma Vidya only, isn't it? It was the Brahma Vidya which has been told. Purva Vidya Sheshabhutayam means Purva Vidyayaha Sheshabhutaya Vidya. That is, Sheshabhuta means which is part and parcel of it, which is Anga. Shesha, you know, Shesha, Sheshi. Sheshi is the Angi, that is the one which has parts. Shesham is a part. Or here you can also say which is by way of supplement. By way of supplementing, Tapaha Brahma Vidya Sadhana Muktam. In that Pita Putra Akhyayika, what was the main teaching? Brahma Vidya Sadhana is tapas, meditation, contemplation, thinking, tapasa Brahma Vijijñāsasva. This is a wonderful thing which you do not find in any other system. Any religion says, yes, this is what our prophet has revealed or our somebody has revealed, and this is what is the truth. You can't question it. Whereas we say, question it, think about it, logically validate it. Shrotavyo, mantavyo, nididhyasitavya. You listen, you hear, then logically validate, and then get it into your experience. You have to experience it. So that is what it says. Tapaha brahma vidya sadhana muktam. Then pranadehe akashantasya cha karyasya. So this karya, which is starting from pranadehe, starting from prana, not only prana but annamaya also prior to that, pranadehe, akasha antasya, ending with akasha, all this is karya. Karyasya anna annadatvena viniyogasya uktaha. So all this thing is in that framework of anna and annada. All the thing, the whole karya jagat. Karya jagat is starting from a small amoeba to a big thing, akasha, right from a small thing, jiva, and right up to jiva means we are talking in the gross sense, not in the sense of jiva being equal to Brahma. So starting from this annamaya, right up to akasha, everything is in the framework or in that say frame of reference, let us say, of anna and annada. Everything fits into that structure only. It doesn't go beyond that structure. Pranade karya anna annadatvena viniyogasya uktaha. Viniyoga means dependence. Mutual dependence or usefulness. Viniyoga literally means usefulness, but here you can take it as dependence. Or they are connected like that. Connection is in that manner it has been told. Then Brahma Vishaya Upasanani cha uktani. Brahma Vishaya Upasanani. All these meditations or contemplations regarding this Brahma, in what manner this Brahman can be attained, all those upasanas also have been explained. Then yecha sarve kamaha pratiniyataaneka sadhana sadhyaha akashadi karya bheda vishaya ete darshitaha. There are other things also have been told. What are they? Yecha, and also those sarve kamaha, different objects, pratiniyata aneka sadhana sadhyaha. In this Vedas, you see, there are so many sadhanas, so many meditations have been told, so many upasanas have been told, and each upasana is unique and each upasana gives a particular result. So, pratiniyata aneka sadhana sadhyaha. So, very many sadhanani, very many means specified or rather established to achieve a particular result. So, if you want to achieve, say, particular loka, you do this. You want to achieve something else, you do this. You want to achieve something else, you do this. So, like that, pratiniyaka aneka sadhana sadhyaha. There are aneka sadhanani, aneka sadhyani also. There are so many means and so many ends. Because it is all in the transactional or empirical level, isn't it? At the empirical level, there is so much of diversity. In this diversity, there are so many means and so many ends, and then something for a particular end, a particular means is specified. That is pratiniyata, specified. Pratiniyata means specified. So in that manner it is established. So for this thing you have to do this. So it is established in that way. Sadhana sadhyaha. Then akashadi karya bheda vishayaha. Allah different depending on the karya bheda, akasha, etc. All this karya bheda, ete darshitaha. All those things have been told. Then the main question comes. Ekatve punaha kama kamitvanupapattihi. Ekatve means when this seeker he attains this awareness that he is one with the Brahman. Ekatve, feeling of the realization, not feeling, the realization that he is one with the Brahman. Ekatve punaha kama kamitva anupapattihi. So then there is no question of desiring something. You are one with the Brahman. When you are one with the Brahman, where is the question of becoming a kamanni, kamarupi, etc., etc.? All these things appear trivial to you, isn't it? So, ekatve punaha kama kamitva anupapattihi. So the position of desiring this, the predicament or position of desiring all those kamas, so many objects of pleasure, anupapattihi, it is illogical to say that. Because all the things are in him only. And he is not different from anything else. So that is it. And he doesn't see diversity. Then Bheda Jatasya Sarvasya Atma Bhutatvat.
आत्मभूतत्वात्
So this is another question because this is the same question explained is further explaining. Bheda jatasya sarvasya, of all this diversity, Bheda jatam means this multiplicity. Bheda is different. Bheda jatam means so many different things, collective noun. Bheda jatasya sarvasya, of this whole diversity, Atma bhutatvat, they are all his own self, they are not different from him. Then tatra
तत्र
कथम युगपत् ब्रह्मस्वरूपेण
कथं युगपत् ब्रह्मस्वरूपेण
सर्वान् कामान् एवं वित् समश्नुते इत्युच्यते.
सर्वान् कामान् एवं वित् समश्नुत इत्युच्यते.
सर्वात्मत्वापत्तेः.
सर्वात्मत्वोपपत्तेः.
Okay, सर्वात्मत्वोपपत्तेः, सर्वात्मत्वापत्तेः, both mean the same. Tatra katham, then how then yugapat means together. Yugapat, together, all things at in one stroke. Yugapat, all in one stroke. Brahma Swarupena, in the form of Brahman, being one with Brahman. Sarvan Kaman, all the desires, evam with Samashnute. This evam with, this hero, our hero is evam with. The person who knows this, the person who has realized this oneness. So this evam with, how is it that he is going to get all the kamas? Because all the things are within him. He does not see any diversity. And he is the self of everything else. So when he has realized that he is the self of everything else, how is it that he is desiring? For this Vanamalakara gives a small explanation. I will just read out. Avidyalesha vashena prapancha abhasam anubhavan vidwan sarvasyatmahamiti manyamanaha Animadyaishwarya bhujam yoginam yat kamannitvam kamarupitvam cha asti. So he writes like this. What it means is this jnani, this person is a jnani, no doubt. He is a realized person, no doubt. But even though he is a realized person, he also sees the world, isn't it? He also sees the world. And then this avidya lesha vashena, there is some little bit of traces of avidya. Some trace of avidya. Because of that, prapancha abhasa is being experienced by him. He knows that this whole prapancha is abhasa. So, but still, he is just seeing all these prapancha abhasa. So, in that way, like all the yogis, he is talking about the yogic powers. So, a realized person, he also has all these yogic powers to move from so many this world to that world, whether it is Brahmaloka or some other Vishnu Loka or Kailasa or whether any other Bhuhu, Bhoha, Sohamaha, etc. Any Loka, in any state, because all the Lokas are within that Brahman. So, this is one meaning. All the Lokas are within that particular thing. Of course, this gentleman, Vidyaranya, is going to give some other meaning. I will read out in the next line. So he says, all the Animad Yaishwarya Bhujam Yoginam Yat Kamannitvam. These yogis who have attained this Anima, Mahima, Garima, etc., all those Aishwarya, Siddhis are there. You must have heard the name called Siddhi. Siddhi means, we are not talking about Advaita Siddhi, we are talking about some other Yoga Siddhi. So Anima, Mahima, there are supposed to be some Yoga Siddhis sitting here. Okay, I can see what is happening in some White House or something like that. I can know what Mr. Obama is thinking. So these are certain siddhis which are supposed to be there. At least we read about them in our text, isn't it? So they are the siddhis. So all these siddhis he will attain. So that is one particular way of explaining. So of course he explains in a totally different way for the next line. So this Jivan Mukta, he says, Loka Drushtya Jivanat Swadrushtya Muktatvacha. Loka Drushtya, from the point of view of the people who are around him, he is there. He is very much like an ordinary man. He is also like you and me. So though he is like that, Swadrushtya Muktatvat. He himself is a realized person. So he is a Jivan Mukta. Muktatvacha Asau Jivan Muktaha. Sacha Yathokta Prakarena Atmanam Upasankramya Yavaddehapatam Itara Purushavad. So he transcends all these levels. He transcends all these levels called Annamaya, Pranamaya, etc., etc. But then Yavaddehapatam, till his body collapses, till his body drops down, Itara Purushava Daste, he just lives like all other people only. Then, at that time, Kamanni Kamarupi. What is this Kamanni Kamarupi? Well, Kamanni means whatever food he wants, he will get. Not that he wants jalebi here and then he wants some laddu there and some other pista somewhere and then some other pizza some other place, or not like that. Anna Kamanni Kamarupi Bhutva Lokan Iman Anukramena Sancharan. Then he says Kamataha Ichhataha Annamatti. So for this Kamanni, he explains Bhojya Vibhaga Pratipadaka. I will read out slowly. Bhojya Abhojya Vibhaga Pratipadaka Vidhi Nishedha Shastra Ativartitvat. He has gone beyond this Vidhi Nishedha Shastra. This Vidhi Nishedha Shastra says about what is Bhojya and what is Abhojyam. Bhojyam means what can be eaten, Abhojya means what cannot be eaten. So there are do's and don'ts. You can eat this, you cannot eat this. You can eat in this particular man's house, you can't eat in that some other man's house, etc., etc. So all these things he has gone beyond. Ativartitvat yasya kasyapi gruhe bhunkte. Vidyaranya, you see, no modern person also can find fault with this. Yasya kasyapi gruhe. He can eat in any man's house, any person's house. There is no restriction for him. Yasya kasyapi gruhe bhunkte. And he also quotes Tathacha Shruyate. There is also Shruti. He is quoting. What is that? Sarvavarnikam bhaikshamaacharan udarapatrena. Sarvavarnikam bhaikshyam. That is Bhaiksham. That is in all the houses. Sarva Varnas. That is Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaisya, Shudra. In all the Varnas, he can take food. Bhaikshamaacharan. He can take bhiksha. Bhaikshamaacharan. Udarapatrena. This Udaram is his patra. You see in what a fantastic way he is explaining. His stomach is his patra. The stomach, with this stomach as his vessel in hand, he can have food in anybody's house. There is no restriction. There is no vidhi, no nishedha. So an enlightened man is like this. He goes beyond all the restrictions. He has no, there is no vidhi nishedha for him. Then he quotes another line, Nistraigunye pathi vicharatam ko vidih ko nishedha ityuktatvacha. Nistraigunye pathi. That is, he has gone beyond this triguna. He has gone beyond this sattva, rajas and tamoguna. He is on that different level. He is in a different plane. In that pathi, vicharatam means for those who move on that plane, ko vidhihi ko nishedha. Where is the vidhi? Where is the nishedha? Where are the do's and don'ts? There are no do's and don'ts. Then Kamataha Ichhataha Rupam Veshadharanavasya Stiti. Kama Rupi does not mean I want to be an elephant, I will be an elephant. I want to be a horse, I will be a horse. Or I want to be some other Gandharva, I will be a Gandharva. Not in that sense. For an ordinary explanation, you can take that meaning also. If you want, if you talk in the context of Siddhi, if you are talking in the context of Siddhi, sometimes you come across stories. Sometimes somebody, he wants to enjoy in the form of a deer. So he suddenly becomes a deer and then he enjoys with another female deer. So like that you come across such stories. So but then it is not like this. Kamarupi means avyaktalinga avyaktachara iti shrutehe. He is quoting another shruti because Vidyaranya is again a traditional man. He doesn't go beyond the doctrine. So he says avyaktalinga. Linga means linga, indication. It's a mark of identification. Avyaktalinga, a Brahmana. Okay, Brahmana has a particular type of Yajnopavita. Kshatriya has another type of Yajnopavita. Other Vaishya has another type of Yajnopavita. Kshatriya wears one particular type of shikha. Then Brahmana wears another type of shikha. So all these distinctions are there. And Brahmana has to carry one particular type of stick. What is that? Palasha. Then Kshatriya carries another type of stick. So in olden days, in order to distinguish, something like the army. You go to any uniformed force. So if you have got one star man is different. There are 2 stars man. There is an emblem. That emblem man is greater. There is a star and an emblem which is higher. So it is like that. There are so many grades. So the moment you go to a uniform force, one uniformed man, the moment he sees another uniformed man, he will not look at the face, he looks at the shoulder. So he sees the shoulder and sees what is the rank. So once you see the shoulder, you know the rank. So according to the rank you are respected. So like that. So these are the marks, linga. avyaktalingaha, then avyaktacharaha. Then all this achara also, he goes beyond all these acharas. You have to do this purity, this muddy as we call it. You have to be in this way, you have to be in some other way. All these things, he is beyond all these things. Iti shrutehe. Ime lokaha sancharan. So like that. So Sama, for this Sama also he writes, Samatva Pratipadakam Mantram. Sarvena Samastena Sama iti shrutehe. Samatva Pratipadakam Mantram. Sama is something which is telling about the Samatva. That is something of the oneness of everything. So that is what is Sama. So this Vidyaranya sometimes gives such wonderful commentaries. So no modern man can criticize this about any discrimination or anything. That is basically, in olden days, why all this Vidhi Nishedha was there. This Vidhi Nishedha was there because it was a very closed society. It was a very closed society in the sense that now we are now seeing the social change. We now say that it was a closed society. In those days, that was a perfect society. So now with so much of social change, the old social structure has totally disappeared. The old social structure of a village. A village was an economically self-sufficient unit, a spiritually self-sufficient unit in a particular locality. But then now it has totally changed, isn't it? Nobody is sticking on to his original profession. Not a single fellow is sticking on to his original profession, including Brahmins. Brahmins have all migrated to urban areas. There is not a single Brahmin in a village. Maybe very, very rarely one lone Brahmin may be there. All the temples in villages have been closed. So all the Brahmins are now going to America or Europe or some such place. So then what about this social structure? We are now in a totally different structure. We are now in a structure where all these things, if you talk about a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra and all the caste differences, they don't make sense. So that is why it is better to adopt the explanation given by Vidyaranya, where it actually contributes for the unity of society. He says an enlightened man can eat, not only can eat, he is supposed to eat in everybody's house. So that is what he says. So these are the things which we have to think of in the larger interest of society. Anyway, so here, tatra katham yugapat brahmaswarupena sarvan kaman evam with samashnute iti uchyate sarvatmatvapatte, because he has attained this sarvatmatva. Your book says?
Sarvatmatvopapatte.
Sarvatmatvapatte, both are one. That is, he has attained that oneness with all. That is, his self is the same as the self of all others. Then, katham sarvatmatvapattihi ityaha purushadityastha atmaikatva vijnanena apohyoutkarshapakarshav annamayadyatmano avidya kalpitan kramena sankramya anandamayantan satyam jnanam anantam brahma adrushyadi dharmakam swabhavikam anandam ajam amrutam abhayam advaitam phalabhutam apannaha iman lokan bhuradin anusancharan ati vyavahitena iti vyavahitena sambandhaha. So we are talking about the line iman lokan kamanni kamarupya anusancharan. So that who is it connected? Anusancharan is connected with that evam with. That is vyavahitena sambandhaha means it is connected to a distant word. Vyavahitena, a distant word. What is that? Saya evam with is connected to this anusancharan. So anyway, let us see this line. Katham sarvatmatva apattihi ityaha. How is this sarvatmatva apatti? How is it that he is going to attain? In what manner is he attaining that sort of awareness? How we have seen that exercise that all these upasanas are like exercises. These are like exercises meant for us to go to a higher level of say awareness. So you see, purushadityasthatmaikatva vijnanena. You see, Purusha Adityastha. Purushastha Adityastha. That is, that which is existing in the Purusha, that which is existing in the Aditya. Purushastha means that which is in Purusha. Purushadityastha means Purushastha Adityastha. Atmaikatva Vijnanena. The Atma is one in this Purusha, the Atma is one in this Aditya. By that Vijnana, by that awareness. And then Apohyotkarsha Apakarsha. By rejecting this Utkarsha and Apakarsha. We have seen earlier also, how is this equation? This Brahma, whatever is in this Aditya, this intelligence or Atma, is the same as the intelligence which is in any Jiva. So this Utkarsha, Apakarsha, this highness and lowness have been rejected. This equation is about the intelligence, not about the Upadhi. Upadhi may be bigger from an empirical point of view. From an empirical point of view, Upadhi may look bigger. But then from the absolute point of view, that which is divested of Upadhi, divested of that Upadhi, whatever intelligence is there, whatever Atma is there, it is one and the same in both the things. Apokhya Utkarsha Apakarsha, by divesting or rejecting the difference in Upadhi, if you see, then if you see oneness only. Utkarsha Apakarsha, Annamayatmano Avidya Kalpitan. And all these Annamayadhyatmana means starting from that Annamayatma, all these avidya kalpitan, these are all visualized at the level of avidya. These are all visualized at the empirical level only. Avidya kalpitan, kramena sankramya. That is, in a gradual way, he has left identification with them. He has discarded identification with them. Kramena upasankramya means, kramena atmabhavam visrujya, atmabhavam tyaktva. Earlier he had Atma Bhava in that, oh I am Annamaya Kosha, oh I am Pranamaya Kosha. So he has left that Atma Bhava gradually and then he has gone beyond. Atma Bhavam Tyaktva Anandamayantam. So starting from this Annamaya and ending with Anandamaya, Atma Bhavam Tyaktva, having rejected that Atma Bhava, then Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. He has attained that level of Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. I am that Satyam Jnanam Anantam. He has come to that stage. Then what else? Adrushyadi dharmakam. What else are its characteristics? Adrushyadi dharmakam. It also has characteristics like adrushyatvam. Adrushya means which is beyond the cognition. We are beyond sensory perception. Adrushya. Adrushya means that is not drushya. It is druk. It is druk only and not drushya. Then swabhavikam anandam. It is that ananda is something, it is its very nature. It is not vishaya sambandha ananda. Vishaya what is this Sambandha Janita Ananda? It is not something which is because of say interaction with an object. Not like that. It is Swabhavikam Ananda. By nature it is Ananda. Then Ajam, Amrutam, Abhayam, Advaitam. These words also we have come across. Ajam, something which is unborn. Awareness or intelligence is something which is unborn. Amrutam, something which is immortal. Abhayam, Advait. Abhayam also we had a long discussion about this Abhayam, how this awareness gives you Abhayam, because you don't see anything else. Dvitiya Advai Bhayam, you don't see a diversity. Advaitam, this non-dual thing. So that is that Phalabhutam. This is the goal, this is the phalam, this is the fruit of all our exercise. All our exercise, intellectual exercises called upasanas. All these upasanas, they are merely contemplative exercises, isn't it? Contemplation is an exercise, it is a spiritual exercise, not intellectual exercise. Let us say spiritual exercise. All these spiritual exercises have led us to this awareness. Phalabhutam apannaha, having attained that fruit, having attained the final fruit, Iman lokan bhuradin, all these lokas, bhuradin, Shankaracharya is giving the meaning, bhuhu, bhuvaha, suvaha, maha, etc., all these lokan, anusancharan, traversing as he wants. So that means, for example, you take the example of Narada. Narada is said to be a person who is moving around all the worlds. What does it mean? Narada is moving all the worlds means he is a jnani. He is seeing all those worlds in him. So it is like that. He is going to all the worlds means not that he is having some magical powers, whereas we see in films, he will be floating in those say clouds. So not like that. So Iman Lokan Sancharan means he can be in any plane he wants. He can be in a Bhu plane, he can be in the Bhuvaha plane, he knows the whole universe, he knows the Tattvam, the reality of all these planes. Anusancharan means he knows the reality of all these planes. So that is it. Anusancharan iti vyavahitena sambandhaha. Anusancharan, the word is connected to that saya evam with vyavahitena sambandha, connected to the distant word. Then katham anusancharan?
कथमनुसञ्चरन्
Kamanni.
कामान्नि
Kamato annamasyeti kamanni.
कामतो अन्नमस्येति कामान्नि
Tatha kamato rupanyasyeti kamarupi.
तथा कामतो रूपाण्यस्येति कामरूपी
Anusancharan.
अनुसञ्चरन्
Sarvatmana iman lokan atmatvena anubhavan.
सर्वात्मना इमान् लोकान् आत्मत्वेन अनुभवन्.
Okay. So kamanni. So I read the meaning of kamanni from Vidyaranya. Kamanni, of course, Shankaracharya says, Kamataha annamasya iti kamanni. Whatever he wants. Annam not necessarily means food. It does not mean jalebi, laddu, and then pasta. Not like that. Kamanni is object of enjoyment. Any object of enjoyment. That is, all these things. He has an idea. He knows what are the limitations. He knows the real nature of all these objects. So whatever he wants, he gets, means he has that experience of all these things. Kamataha annamasya, as he desires, he gets all that. Iti kamanni. Then tatha kamato rupanyasya iti kamarupi. Kamataha rupani. As he desires, he assumes shape. As he desires, he assumes shape means he has thorough, he understands what is Devaloka, let us say. So which means, in that Devaloka, what are the limitations of that Devaloka? He has full knowledge of that Devaloka. He knows that futility of that Devaloka. So that is what it is. Kamataha rupanyasya. So even in that loka, what is available there? You will see some dance of Rambha or Urvasi. So that is it. Kama rupanyasya iti kama rupi. Then anusancharan. What is this anusancharan? Sarvatmana iman lokan anubhavan. Sarvatmana, by being the self of all. Sarvatmana means by being the self of all. He is experiencing all the anubhava. He is experiencing, he is knowing about, he is aware of what all is the reality of this lokas, what all is the reality, what all is the substance or trivial nature of these lokas. He is able to understand, he is able to know. Then what does he do, having known all that? Kim etat samagayan naste.
एतत् सामगायन् नास्ति.
Samatvad brahmaiva sama.
समत्वात् ब्रह्मैव साम.
Sarvananya rupam.
सर्वानन्यरूपम्.
Gayan shabdayan atmaikatvam prakhyaapayan.
गायन् शब्दयन् आत्मैकत्वं प्रख्यापयन्.
Lokanugrahartham.
लोकानुग्रहार्थं.
Tadvijnanaphalam cha ativa krutarthatvam gayan naste tisthati.
तद्विज्ञानफलं च अतीव कृतार्थत्वं गायन् नास्ते तिष्ठति.
So this vijnana phalam, this knowledge, the fruit of this knowledge. What is this fruit of this knowledge? That is ativa krutarthatvam. The person who knows this, he is ativa krutarthaha. That is, there is nothing further for him to achieve. Krutarthaha means kurtam artham yasya saha krutarthaha. That is, whatever he wants to achieve, he has achieved. For him, ativa krutartha, there is nothing beyond this. If you achieve some, say suppose some IIT, there is something beyond that. If you achieve some Harvard or something, there is something beyond that. There is something beyond Nobel Prize. So this is, beyond this there is nothing. So it is like that. So here, Saha kim karoti, kim means, what does he do? Saha kim karoti, etat samagayan naste. He sings this sama. He sings this song of oneness. He sings this song of oneness. Why does he sing? You sing only when you are extremely happy, isn't it? when you are in the bathroom or something like that, when you are totally free, you start singing. So when you are extremely happy, only you sing. Or of course, when you are extremely sad also, sometimes people sing. But now we are not in that situation now, because we are talking about a jnani. So sama gayan naste, samatvat brahmaiva sama. This Brahma is called sama because samatvat, because it is equally manifest in everything. Samatvat, it is equally manifest in everything. That is why we talk about Pandita Samadarshinaha, Nirdosham hi samam Brahma, etc., etc. Then Sarva Ananya Rupam. Ananya. Brahma is not different from anything else. Brahma is the self of all. Sarva Ananya Rupam. Sarvasya Atma Brahma. Isn't it? Sarva Ananya Rupam. So it is the self of all. So this man also thinks, realizes, I am one with everything. This Brahma, not only Brahma, is talking about himself. That is, I am one with everything. So when I am one with everything, I am so happy. Gayan aste, Shabdayan, Atmaikatvam Prakhyapayan. He is just declaring to the whole world. Prakhyapayan, Prakarshena Khyapayan. That is, he is declaring, he is doing some tom-tom, he is announcing to the whole world, he is declaring to the whole world. Atmaikatvam prakyapayan, he is announcing to all the world, he is showing, telling the whole world. Why? Lokanugrahartham, in order to say benefit, for the benefit of the loka. That is, other people also can attain this status, can attain this particular level. Lokanugraha. He is telling, it is as though he is telling every fellow, oh my dear fools, don't get bogged down in your say all your worldly troubles and all that. You try to, you come to this Atma Jnana. By knowing this Atma Jnana, you will go beyond all your worries and all that. You will be very happy. So it is as though he is telling, Lokanugrahartham, for the benefit of the Loka, he is telling this fruit of this knowledge. He is telling about this fruit of this knowledge. Tad Vijnana Phalam, Ativa Krutarthatvam Gayan Naste Tishtati. So he keeps singing it. Then how does he sing? Katham? Ha, vu, ha, vu, ha, vu. अहो इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे अत्यंत विस्मय ख्यापनार्थम this ha vu is nothing but aho. Of course, Vidyaranya also writes aho. When you keep singing about aho, 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 it becomes ha vu, ha vu, ha vu. That's what he says. Now what he says is aho shabdasya आश्चर्यवाचकस्य अत्र गानार्थे वर्णविकारे सति, that is aho shabdasya, of that aho word, आश्चर्यवाचकम, that aho shabda which is आश्चर्यवाचकम, which denotes surprise. Then ganarthe varnavikare sati, while you are singing, this varna vikara takes place. When you sing a song, there is a varna vikara. Varna vikara means it undergoes some change. Oh, aho, 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 something like that you sing, and then it is something like ha, vu, ha, vu. Mara, Mara became Rama, Rama, isn't it? When in the case of Valmiki there is a story. So it is like that. Aho, 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 aho becomes ha, vu, ha, vu. That's what he says. But anyway, it doesn't matter. This is Ashcharyarthakam. Aho ityetasmin arthe atyanta vismaya khyapanartham. In order to say it is something which is so surprising. His awareness has made him, it has given him a shock. His awareness, his say realization has given him a shock. So shock means a pleasant shock, a pleasant surprise, a pleasant shock it has given. What is that? Kah punarasav vismaya ityuchyate? What is that vismaya? What is this object? What is this wonder? Kah punarasav vismaya ityuchyate? Advaita Atma Niranjanopi san Ahameva Annam Annadascha. So this Advaita Atma, this non-dual self, that is something which is Niranjanaha. Anjanam means something which sticks to something else. You must have heard about one Anjanam. Some people, they put on some Anjanam and then they will say, okay, you can see where that stolen property is. You close your eyes, you put that, apply this Anjanam. Anjanam is something, some paste type of thing which is applied to people. That is Anjana, that which sticks to something. Niranjana means it does not connect, it has no contact with anything. Niranjana, asamsari. In other words, asamsari. It has no bondage of any type. Niranjana, it doesn't connect to anything. Niranjanaha. Niranjanopisan, though it is Niranjana, it is appearing as Anna Annada. I am, what is this Niranjana? I have no connection with anything else. But I am appearing as Annam and Annada. So this is the most surprising thing. So a little bit is there. We will continue in the next class, and next class I think we will finalize it. We have not finalized, we will complete it. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti